The true source of confidence. Confidence is not about how loud you speak, how bold you appear, or how perfectly you fit into society's definition of beauty and success. True confidence is not a mask you wear. It's a deep, unshakable energy that flows from within you. For a woman, this confidence is not about arrogance or dominance. It's about alignment with her own worth, her own power, and her own truth. Most people think confidence comes from external validation. They believe if they achieve a certain look, gain a certain status, or receive approval from others, then they will finally feel confident. But the reality is, external confidence is fragile. It crumbles the moment someone criticizes you or when circumstances shift. True confidence, the kind that radiates from within a woman who knows her worth, is untouchable. It doesn't depend on who likes her, who praises her, or even who stands against her. The real secret confident women know is this: confidence comes from self-trust. It's the quiet assurance that no matter what happens, you can handle it. It's the inner knowing that you are enough as you are, without needing to prove yourself to anyone. It's understanding that you are not defined by your mistakes, your past, or even the labels society tries to place on you. When a woman builds self-trust, she doesn't have to perform for others or constantly chase validation. She doesn't waste time comparing herself to another woman's beauty, success, or life. Instead, she recognizes that her journey is unique, her gifts are valuable, and her energy is powerful. She stands tall, not because life is perfect, but because she knows she can walk through the storm and still rise. Think about it. How many women hide behind insecurities, constantly adjusting themselves to fit into what the world wants them to be? They silence their voices out of fear of rejection, or they play small because they don't want to be judged. But the moment you start trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your decisions, trusting your inner wisdom, you begin to walk differently. You carry yourself with quiet authority, you speak with calm assurance, and most importantly, you stop living for others and start living in alignment with your true self. Confident women are not perfect women. They still have fears, doubts, and insecurities, but they don't let those fears control them. They move forward anyway. They know that setbacks are not signs of failure, but opportunities to grow. And because they trust themselves, they don't fear being alone. They know that solitude is not emptiness, but power. So if you want to unlock the secret that confident women know, start with this. Learn to trust yourself. Trust your voice, even if it shakes. Trust your instincts, even if others doubt you. Trust your path, even if it looks different from the crowd. That is where true confidence begins. It's not in the approval of others, it's in the quiet, unshakable belief that you are already enough. Confidence starts from within. Confidence isn't something you can buy, fake, or borrow. It's something you build, nurture, and protect from within. Too often, society teaches women to attach their worth to external things. The clothes they wear, the car they drive, the approval they get from a man, or the compliments they receive from others. But let me tell you the truth. Real, unshakable confidence does not come from what people say about you. It comes from what you know about yourself. A confident woman has done the inner work. She knows her strengths, but she also embraces her weaknesses. She doesn't run away from her flaws or hide them out of shame. Instead, she learns to love herself, flaws and all. Because here's the secret. When you accept yourself, the world has no choice but to accept you too. The way you carry yourself tells others how to treat you. If you walk into a room unsure of your worth, people will sense it. But if you enter with your head held high, shoulders back, and a calm assurance in your soul, people can't help but notice. True confidence begins when you realize that you don't need validation from anyone to be valuable. You don't need someone else to confirm that you are worthy, beautiful, or enough. The universe already designed you with purpose, and your worth was sealed the moment you were born. When you awaken to this truth, no insult, no rejection, no criticism can shake you. Think of it like a tree. The branches may sway when the storm comes, but the roots, if they're deep, will keep the tree standing. Confidence is your root system. If it grows deep in self-awareness, self-love, and inner peace, then no storm in life can uproot you. This is why confident women don't chase validation. They don't beg for love or try to prove themselves to people who don't see their value. Instead, they protect their energy and guard their peace. They understand. And that their identity isn't defined by who stays or who leaves. Whether they are applauded or ignored, they remain the same woman, grounded, powerful, and at peace. And here's another layer of the secret. Confidence doesn't mean being loud, arrogant, or always in the spotlight. Some of the most confident women are quiet, calm, and centered. Their power comes from their presence, not their volume. People feel it when they speak, walk, or even just sit in silence. So if you want to step into confidence, start within. Ask yourself, what do I believe about myself? Where am I still waiting for permission to shine? What insecurities am I allowing to hold me back? Then work on those answers. Confidence grows as you learn to forgive yourself, to honor your journey, and to trust that you are becoming exactly who you're meant to be. The secret of inner stillness. One of the most profound secrets confident women carry is their ability to access inner stillness in a world that is constantly loud, busy, and demanding. Most people live in a storm of noise, external voices, social pressures, endless comparisons, and internal doubts screaming within their own minds. But a confident woman knows the power of stepping back, going inward, and anchoring herself in peace. She doesn't need chaos to prove her importance, nor does she need constant validation to prove her worth. She has mastered the art of listening to her inner voice, the quiet whisper of truth that cannot be silenced. Inner stillness is not the absence of challenges, but the presence of clarity. Life will always bring storms, setbacks, and moments of fear. But when a woman cultivates stillness, she becomes unshakable. Imagine a tree with deep roots. The winds may blow, the storms may rage, but the tree stands tall because it is grounded. That is exactly what inner stillness does for the soul of a confident woman. She is rooted, unmovable, and guided by something deeper than temporary emotions. This secret separates her from those who constantly live in reaction mode. Many people react to every word, every judgment, every shift in the environment around them. But a confident woman pauses. She reflects. She chooses her response. And that pause, that sacred moment of stillness, is what gives her power. Because she is not controlled by the outside world. She is guided by the light within. Stillness allows her to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It gives her discernment to separate truth from illusion. It strengthens her intuition so she can make choices that align with her highest self. And it fuels her ability to remain calm even when life tries to break her. Think about this. When you are still, you can hear things others cannot. You see and hear the whispers of your own soul. You can hear the nudges of divine guidance. You can hear the call of your destiny. But when you are constantly distracted, constantly consumed by what others think, you lose that connection. Confident women guard their stillness because they know it is the key to clarity, peace, and true direction. This secret is not about withdrawing from the world, but about standing in it with a calm strength that radiates. Inner stillness creates outer confidence. It gives her the courage to walk away from what no longer serves her. It gives her the wisdom to recognize what is truly valuable. And it gives her the power to stand tall, even when life feels heavy. So the third secret of a confident woman is this. She carries within her a stillness that no storm can shake. She does not allow chaos to dictate her life. She does not let noise drown her truth. She has learned that peace is not found outside. It is created within. The secret of setting boundaries, without guilt. Boundaries are not walls meant to keep people out. They are doors that allow only the right people in. Confident women understand this truth deeply. They know that without boundaries, they will constantly live in exhaustion, overcommitment, and resentment. Boundaries are not selfish, they are spiritual protection. They are the invisible lines that declare, this is who I am, this is what I allow, and this is what I refuse to tolerate. Think about it. The sun shines every day, but it has boundaries. It only shines within its orbit. It does not overstep into the territory of another star. The ocean is vast, but even it has shorelines that mark its limits. In the same way, confident women know their limits and honor them. They do not feel guilty for saying no when something compromises their peace, drains their energy, or diminishes their worth. But many people, especially women, struggle with this. They fear that setting boundaries makes them mean, cold, or uncaring. Society often pressures women to be endlessly accommodating, to give until nothing is left. But the truth is this: if you give from an empty cup, you have nothing left to nourish yourself or others. Confident women know this secret. Boundaries are not rejection. They are self-respect. Let's be honest, there will always be people who push against your boundaries. Some may call you difficult, others may accuse you of being selfish. But a confident woman has learned that their opinions are not her problem. Her responsibility is to guard her peace, her energy, and her spirit. The people who truly love and respect her will honor her limits. The ones who resist them reveal their true intentions. When a confident woman sets boundaries, she does it with grace but firmness. She does not need to raise her voice. She does not need to explain herself endlessly. She can.
Now's that no is a complete sentence. She knows that her time is valuable, her energy is sacred, and her heart is not a playground for careless people. Here's the deeper secret. Boundaries don't push the right people away, they attract them. Healthy people respect healthy boundaries. Spiritually aligned people admire clarity. Boundaries act like filters, removing toxic connections while making space for relationships rooted in respect, trust, and love. This is why confident women walk lighter. They are not burdened by resentment. They are not secretly angry at themselves for overgiving. They live authentically because they have drawn lines that honor who they are. And by doing this, they inspire others to do the same. So remember this: if you want to step into your confidence, learn to say no without guilt and yes without fear. Guard your space, protect your energy, and honor your soul. Because when you respect yourself enough to set boundaries, the world learns how to respect you too.
The power of boundaries, protecting your energy. Confidence is not just about how loud you can speak, how boldly you can walk into a room, or how many people admire you. Real confidence shines when you know how to protect your energy and set healthy boundaries. Confident women understand something very few people realize. Not everyone deserves access to them. Not every hand that reaches out should be held, and not every voice that speaks should be heard. Boundaries are not walls, they are gates. A wall keeps everything out, but a gate is controlled. You decide who enters and who doesn't. A confident woman uses her inner wisdom to decide what and who belongs in her life. She knows her energy is precious. She understands that if she gives her time, attention, and love to everyone without discernment, she will burn out, drained, and empty. Many women struggle because they confuse kindness with overgiving. They think saying yes to everything will make them loved, accepted, or respected. But here's the truth: people don't respect those who constantly betray themselves to please others. People respect those who know their worth and are not afraid to say no when needed. And this is the secret of confident women. They understand that no is a complete sentence. They don't feel guilty for protecting themselves. They don't feel ashamed for walking away from toxicity. Boundaries also help a woman attract the right relationships. When you draw a clear line between what you allow and what you won't tolerate, the wrong people naturally fall away. The manipulators, the users, the people who drain you, they will no longer find a place in your life. And in that space, you make room for those who genuinely respect you, uplift you, and celebrate you. Spiritually, this is powerful, because when you honor yourself, you align with the energy of the divine. You are saying to the universe, I am worthy of respect, I am worthy of love, I am worthy of peace.
and the universe mirrors back what you believe about yourself. That's why confident women don't chase, because their boundaries speak for them. They don't have to beg for love or attention. Their energy commands it naturally. Think about this. Every time you allow someone to cross your boundaries without correction, you teach them how to treat you. But every time you stand firm, you reinforce your value. This is why confident women glow differently. They don't allow disrespect, gossip, manipulation, or neglect to have a place at their table. They know their presence is a gift, and not everyone deserves to receive it. The power of boundaries is the secret weapon of the confident woman. It is her shield, her crown, and her silent declaration that she will never betray herself for approval. She chooses herself first because she knows that when she is full, only then can she truly give to others in a healthy way. Section 6. The secret that ties it all together. Now that we have peeled back the layers of what makes a woman confident, resilient, and unshakable, it is time to reveal the secret that ties everything together. Because while confidence is built through self-awareness, boundaries, resilience, and purpose, there is something deeper, something more profound that makes all of this possible. The real secret confident women know is this. True confidence does not come from trying to be perfect, but from embracing who you already are. Yes, that is it. It sounds simple, yet it is life-changing. You see, most people spend their lives chasing after confidence like it is something they need to acquire. They think, when I get that job, I'll be confident. When I lose that weight, I'll be confident. When I'm in the right relationship, I'll finally feel good enough. But confident women don't wait for the conditions of life to make them feel worthy. They already know they are worthy as they are. Their confidence is not conditional, it is internal. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more. At the end of this journey, one truth stands tall above all the noise, all the distractions, and all the illusions of the world. Confidence is not about what you wear, what you own, or who stands beside you. It is about who you are when you stand alone. Confident women know this secret because they have walked through fire. They have been rejected, doubted, criticized, and even abandoned. Yet instead of shrinking, they grew. Instead of letting pain define them, they turned pain into wisdom. They realized that true confidence is not loud. It's steady. It doesn't scream. It simply shines. And it doesn't depend on applause, because it comes from alignment with the soul. The secret is simple but profound. A confident woman draws her strength from within. She no longer allows society, men, friends, or even family to dictate her worth. She knows her value because she has taken the time to discover it. She stands rooted in her identity, unshaken by storms, because her confidence is anchored in something deeper than trends, status, or validation. When you embrace this secret, something miraculous happens. You stop chasing approval, and instead you start attracting respect. You stop begging to be seen, and suddenly people cannot ignore you. You stop bending to fit into boxes, and instead you create a space where you belong, just as you are. That is the quiet power of a woman who knows herself. But remember, this kind of confidence is not built overnight. It takes courage to say no. It takes strength to walk away. It takes resilience to keep standing tall when the world tries to tear you down. And it takes faith to believe that you are enough, even when life whispers otherwise. Every woman has this power within her. Every woman has the ability to unlock this secret. But only the ones who dare to silence the noise of the world long enough to listen to their own soul will truly embody it. Those are the women who inspire change, who set boundaries with love, who walk into rooms not to compete, but to uplift. They don't just live, they lead by example. So I ask you now, are you ready to step into that version of yourself? Are you ready to stop hiding, stop doubting, stop waiting for permission, and start living boldly in your truth? Because the moment you do, everything shifts, doors open, energy flows. People sense your light and either rise to meet it or fall away. And either way, you remain unshaken because your confidence is not borrowed, it is earned. Confident women know this secret
You already have everything you need inside of you. The world is simply waiting for you to believe it. Now is your time. Now is your moment. Step into your power, stand tall, and never forget. The most powerful secret of confidence is becoming unapologetically you.